guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA, and welcome to another edition of For the Win. In this series, we're taking a look at cars that we've shot in the past, doing a comparison, a general breakdown, and ultimately, I'm gonna tell you if I got to pick one of these to drive down the road, which one I would pick and why. So today what we're gonna do is take a look at two radical Chevelles, both built with a similar intent, which is to look good, have big power, and be able to drive down the road safely, fun, and ultimately smoke tires all day long if that's what you want to do, and both of these can do that. So the first one we're going to look at here is our friend Tony DeLuca's 1970 Chevelle. It's retained a very classic look, which I absolutely love. It almost looks like a stock car other than maybe slightly modified with some wheels and tires. Although this car has gone through some upgrades. As far as suspension, it's been upgraded. You've got definitely upgrade in the engine department with a massive 632 big block, naturally aspirated by the way. And this car's making north of 800 horsepower, which as I said before, plenty to cruise down the road, look really cool, and smoke tires all day long if that's what you want to do. He's also upgraded brakes, but ultimately kept a very classic looking Chevelle, which I absolutely love. When you look in the interior of this car, it looks lightly modified, but you've never lost the Chevelle in this one. So let's jump in the car with Tony, have a little laugh, and go for a ride and smoke some tires. I've been dying to go in this car, man. Jeez, dude. This thing's insane. Oh my God. This is so amazing.
The cop is curious.
He's definitely curious. It just keeps pulling the whole time, doesn't it?
Sometimes it grabs and sometimes it'll give it a little bit. See, with a 38 stall speed, really, if you want to get on it, I'm going to bring it up and then I'm going to let it out.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Is there any cops over there? I'm going to launch it right here.
God, dude. What an exceptional car you have, man. Truly.
Fun stuff.
We shoot a lot of really incredible stuff. This is really amazing, man. Yeah, you did that in perfect time. God, that cam in here is just massive, isn't it? That lope you have.
What really made it come alive, I'm telling you, was the exhaust system. These mufflers, this setup with the headers, it made it come alive.
Yeah.
Because it was not prior, it was not this. It didn't have the sound, the pitch. It didn't have any of it.
That's really cool that it's an entire custom-made system, not just the headers, but the mufflers?
Custom made.
When you let off and then give it a whack, is that just to get it out?
Yeah.
Got a ton of brake, dude. I mean, you've got some momentum going behind you and it just stops. Go for it. Killer.
It launched great.
Awesome. I can't believe how much it hooks up.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. All right, now let's take a look at Kent Matranga's Chevelle. And I gotta tell you, here's the truth. I have a hard time naming anything on this car I don't like. Another one north of 800 horsepower, built with the intent of driving it down the road casually, comfortably, looking cool, and being able to smoke tires all day long if that's what the intent is. And this one does it quite well. This is another big block car. Kent's running a 565 big block in this one. He's got the beautiful big blower sticking out of the hood. One of my favorite things about this car is actually that Kent wanted to go slightly cartoonish, but yet the blower barely sticks out. It's not one that inhibits the visibility whatsoever, and just has truly a beautiful driver that he absolutely loves, and Kent has said he will never sell this one. So let's jump in and go for a ride with Kent and let you guys see what this one's about. Wow, it wants to go, doesn't it?
It does.
Do you know this is the first time I've ever driven a car that has an exposed blower? I've driven plenty of supercharged cars where, you know, roots type.
It definitely affects your vision a little bit, so you'll have to pay attention to it.
God, it just wants to go. You're probably so used to the sensitive accelerator.
If you just start pushing the gas, it will smooth out.
Well, I know, I understand that part. I'm just careful about just pushing the gas on an 800 plus horsepower car.
Gotcha.
Boy, you're right though, the way this car's set up, like you could just cruise if you want.
Yep.
All right, just got my blood pumping.
Yeah, it'll go. You smell a little bit of fuel.
And then honestly, I mean, you know your car pretty well. I think I just gave it.
Yeah, you were about 3/4 maybe.
About 3/4, that's right. Well, you really feel the rear end just sits.
Yeah, it just sits.
I love how much brake you have on here though. It's really pulling the whole time. I mean, even coming up to a stop like this, I can feel the car like it's wanting to surge forward. All right, for all you guys that like to give me trouble about not driving other people's cars like I stole it, we've turned the car over to the owner to drive it like he stole it.
So we'll use the line lock. So basically, you take your foot off everything, you turn this on. Okay, now when I step on the brake, it's only putting brake fluid to the front brakes.
Right.
So the back brakes have no fluid going to them. You ready?
Yep. Awesome. All right, so now I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback on what I like and what I don't like about each one of these cars, and ultimately, I'm going to tell you which one goes for the win for me. Tony DeLuca's 70 Chevelle, absolutely beautiful. It looks like an original car almost. I love that he retained all the originality, including on the interior. The big block is just truly intoxicating. That it's naturally aspirated, for me, makes it even a bit more exciting. The response factor, the torque levels on this thing. Truly a monster car. What I don't like about the car is that retaining so much of the original element, I miss the feel of a bit more of a bolstered seat, a little more security as far as what kind of harnessing abilities you have. So those, I would say, are about the only downsides with this car. So now let's look at Kent's car, what I like and don't like. And I gotta tell you, here's the truth. I have a hard time naming anything on this car I don't like. I love the color of it. I love the body. I really do love the 66 Chevelle body style. I love the interior on this car, that it does have a little bit more of the driver stuff in it, the more bolstered seats. I also love that he put an independent rear suspension in this, and running that Art Morrison chassis is a hard one to beat. Both of these cars are beautiful. I mean, truly beautiful. They've never lost the Chevelle, but Kent's definitely looks a bit more modified than I would say Tony's does. Both of them drive extremely well. Kent's car has a ton of upgrades along with the big block and the blower. So it's probably obvious to you already here from what I've said about both these cars which one I would pick for the win. I gotta go with Kent Matranga's 66 Chevelle. Just love everything about this car, not taking the slightest away from Tony's car. Truly, both of them are extraordinary cars. I'm just telling you, for the win for me is Kent Matranga's 66 Chevelle. Now I want your feedback on this. I want to know which one you would pick and why. And I'm asking you again to give us a little input, as this is a new series. Let me know if you like this new series we've created and if you want to see more of this. And until the next time, thanks for hanging and watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, man, later.